Hello and welcome, my origami-seeking risk-taker. You haven't heard from me in a while, and I will make a video about it, but now let's dive into Ebisu, Tokyo. And this is still the series about the Yamanote line, which comes now to almost 2 years. This series is along the Yamanote line, and I review every station of the Yamanote line. And soon we will end this series also in a few weeks. Today is Ebisu. It's difficult to navigate through the maze of public transport in Tokyo, and therefore my best advice is to use the Yamanote line. It goes clockwise and anti-clockwise through Tokyo, and it's really easy to navigate. The Yamanote line is, I think, already 60 years old. I think it started in I'm totally wrong. As you can see, it opened in 1885. So this is 139 years old. Crazy. Anyhow, let's dive in. Ebisu, yeah. I would say there are 5 points of interest around Ebisu Station. That would be the area around Yebisu Garden Towers, Yoko-Cho, Liquid Room, Daikanyama, and Kyo Asakura House. If you go from Ebisu Train Station into the direction of Tokyo Garden Tower using the Skywalk, a walkway guiding you to the Yebisu Garden area, which is lined with interesting shops, you will arrive after approximately 5 minutes at the crossing to Tokyo Garden Towers. The Yebisu Garden Towers have 39 floors, and it is one of my favorite places to bring guests to have dinner at night. You can see the city of Tokyo from the top floors. In addition, after a long day, Japanese salarymen love to go to the Yebisu Beer Hall. Attached is a beer museum. Throughout the year there are many events held. Also, an international hotel is located at this place. During the day you could visit the top museum, photography museum. Beside that, Blue Note is another great restaurant to eat and listen to live music. Going back to the Ebisu Station, just opposite the north exit is the Yoko-Cho. This is a small street lined with restaurants and izakayas. It's very popular. Most of these Yoko-Chos or the attached shows to stations are, I would say, catered to dining and drinking at night for the locals. Ebisu Station has also a large shopping center attached to it, and actually I love this the most. It calls Atre Center, and you can find this at many stations in Tokyo, but somehow this is more special than others. So I believe it's also high-end. Also obentos or food stores are a little bit on the more expensive side, but you find really unique things to eat, gifts to buy, and good shoes. Fashion, I'm not so sure about it. I'm more someone who is buying online, or I go to Uniqlo for just the standard things which I usually wear during the year, except for if I go to the city like Tokyo. Just behind Yoko-Cho is, in the direction to Shibuya, is the Liquid Room, which has also live music. And if you plan your trip well, you just buy tickets for that night. I'm not so sure how is the situation if you can buy tickets easily. But generally speaking, I think in Tokyo you better prepare in advance. Ebisu Station going to Daikanyama is maybe also 5 minutes, almost the same distance as the Yebisu Garden. Daikanyama is very popular. I'm not really sure why. It's a very nice area. It reminds me a little bit on a relaxed Omotesando without the high-end shops, but there are also expensive shops. Very popular, people like to live there. Setagaya is also close to it. This might be one of the reasons why it's so popular. Setagaya is very popular with German expats. Not so sure about other expats, but German expats love to live there. And the last sightseeing I would recommend is the old Asakura house. The old Asakura house is an imposing traditional Japanese house in Daikanyama, built in the early 20th century. You can visit this house from March to October from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and November to February from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's closed on Monday. Why is this an important sightseeing spot? It gives you a sense of history and atmosphere during the olden days in Japan. It was built in 1919. I hope you liked this video, and I see you next week. Oh no, I see you a little bit before, because I want to talk about why I have been absent for such a long time on YouTube. It has something to do with the industrial censorship of the United States. I'm not getting political here. I have just a travel channel. But I find it really disturbing that people like me get copyright strikes, even if I pay for my music. All footage is done by me, drone footage, video footage, etc., etc., etc. I'm not critical, but this might change. Not here on this channel, but in general. It's not acceptable. Anyhow, I will make a video about it and let you know. I see you then. Bye.